There is a light on your dashboard, and it looks like a tiny submarine, or maybe it's a genie lamp or a jellyfish. You have no idea what it means, but it's been on for 3 days, and you're starting to get a little nervous. So you do what you always do, you Google it, and Google shows you 14 different dashboard lights that look almost like yours, but not quite. And now you're not sure if your car needs an oil change or if the engine is about to fall out. Today, I'm going to show you how to use AI as your personal tech support, your mechanic translator, and your explain this to me like I'm five button for everything in life that beeps, blinks, or breaks. Welcome to AI for the Busy Human. I am Bella Vasta. Short episodes, real tools, no fluff. One problem, one tool, one workflow that you can steal today. Let's go. Let me describe a day in life of a normal person trying to exist in a world full of technology that no one has explained to them. This may or may not be based off of a true story. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Your car starts making noise. Not a loud noise, but a subtle noise. A noise that happens when you turn left, but not when you turn right. You ask your friend and they say, it's probably your CV joint. And you nod like you know what a CV joint is, but you do not know what a CV joint is. So you take it to a mechanic, and the mechanic says something like, your intake manifold gasket is showing signs of degradation, and the serpentine belt tensioner is loose. And you stand there nodding, just nodding like a human bobblehead, because basically, what are you going to say? I don't know what any of those words mean, and I'm afraid you're going to charge me $2,000 for something that costs 40. So you don't say that. You just say, okay, sounds good. Go ahead and fix it. And you walk away feeling like you just got talked into something you cannot verify. Then you get home and your Wi-Fi is not working. The little blinking light on the router is blinking a color it doesn't usually blink. You can unplug it and plug it back in because that's the only move you know, and it doesn't fix it. You call your internet provider, spend 35 minutes on hold music, listening to music that was designed to make you question your life choices. And then when someone finally answers, they tell you to unplug it and plug it back in. Then your kid hands you their iPad and says, it's doing a thing. And you look at it, and it indeed is doing a thing you've never seen before. An error message that says something like storage almost full, but you just deleted all these photos last week. So now you're Googling iPad storage full after deleting photos and reading forums from a post in 2019 that recommends 17 steps, 3 of which require you to plug it into a computer you don't have. And the worst part, the shame. Like, you feel like you should know all this stuff. You're an adult, you own a car, you pay for Wi-Fi, you have a phone in your hand 12 hours a day, and yet when something goes wrong with any of it, you feel like you're just bothering someone by asking. You call the Apple store, and the person on the phone is patient, but also clearly explaining something that's obvious to them and not obvious to you. And you're nodding again, nodding on the phone, which they can't even see. And you're not dumb. And you need to hear that. You're not dumb. You're living in a world that expects you to be expert in cars, computer phones, routers, smart home devices, printers, whatever that thing is in your kitchen that connects to the Wi-Fi for no reason. I mean, I literally had my strip lights being turned on daily, and I had no idea what was turning them on. Nobody is an expert in all of that, but everybody feels like they should be. Now, before I show you the tools, one quick thing. Today, I'm going to walk you through both ChatGPT and Claude because they both have a feature that the other one does not that makes this workflow amazing. But if you want to access both without paying for 2 separate subscriptions, go to bellavasta.com/magi, MAGAI. It's every major AI model under one roof, one price, 30% off your first 3 months, which brings it only to $14. I switch between ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini every single day, depending on what I need. Magi makes it seamless. The link will be in the show notes. All right, let me show you why you never need to feel dumb about tech again. You've tried Googling. We've established that. Google gives you 10 results, half of which are from 2018, do not match your exact model, version, or situation. You click on one and it says, step 1, open settings. Great, got that. Step 2, navigate to developer options. And you're already lost because you do not have developer options because that article was written for a different phone. You have tried YouTube And YouTube's great until you realize that the video is 22 minutes long and the first 4 minutes are the person's life story, and the actual fix is buried at the 17-minute, 16-second mark, and it's for a different model than yours. You've tried Google calling tech support, and tech support either reads from the same script you've already Googled, or they've escalated you to someone who speaks in jargon you do not understand, or they tell you to bring it in, which means taking half a day off of work to go stand in a store. The problem with all these solutions is the same. They don't know your specific situation. They cannot see what you're seeing. They cannot ask you to follow up questions. They give you generic answers and hope that one of them sticks. What if you could show someone exactly what you're looking for and they could tell you exactly what to do? I do this more times than I'm willing to admit. In plain language, without judgment, they're going to tell you. And that's what I'm about to walk you through. All right. So, the two tools that I want to use, and I want to explain why both matter for this specific cause. First is ChatGPT. It has image upload and voice mode. That means you can take a picture of your dashboard light, your error message, your blinking router, whatever it is, and upload the image and say, what is this, and what do I do about it? You can also talk out loud, which is perfect when your hands are full or you're under the roof of your car. Now, Claude does something that ChatGPT doesn't do, and this is why you need to know like all the things. Claude has a built-in screenshot button right in the chat. Let me explain why this matters. So in ChatGPT, if you want to show it something, you have to take a picture and you have to upload it or download it and then upload it, right? And in Claude, you just press the button and it's so easy. Okay. In Claude, it's just one tap button inside chat and it grabs whatever's on your screen. One tap and it's in the conversation. It's done. You type your question and you're getting an answer in seconds. That might seem like a small thing, but when you're trying to do tech support and you're frustrated and you're confused and you just want an answer, the difference between 6 steps and 1 step is big. ChatGPT for photos and physical things in voice mode, Claude for instant screenshots or anything on your screen. So let me walk you through this. Scenario 1, because we have a couple of scenarios. The mystery dash light board, okay? Picture this. You're in your car and there's a light on your dashboard you don't recognize. Here's what you do. Pull out your phone, open ChatGPT, tap the little camera icon, and take a photo of that light. And just say this into the prompt. I'm going to read it to you the way I would type it, and it'll be in the show notes too. So what's this dashboard warning light? I drive a 2019 Honda CRV. Explain what this means in simple terms. Is it urgent or can it wait? What should I check first before going to the mechanic? And if I do need a mechanic, what should I expect them to say? And what is a reasonable cost range so I don't get overcharged? Did your brain just explode? Here's what happens. It identifies the light. It tells you what it means in plain English. It tells you whether to pull over right now or it could wait till Monday. It gives you a ballpark cost range. So when the mechanic says $800, you know whether that's reasonable or ridiculous. You just went from, I think my car's dying to, oh, it's the tire pressure monitor system. I probably just need to add air in 60 seconds without calling anyone, without Googling 14 different dashboard light charts. That's the power of being able to show AI exactly what you're looking for. All right, here's the scenario 2, the confusing tech error. This is where Claude becomes your best friend. Let's say that your phone is doing something weird. You have an error message on the screen or a settings page that makes no sense or a notification that says something alarming. The old way, you would screenshot it. You'd save it to your photos. You'd open a different app. You'd tap upload. You'd dig through your camera roll. You'd find it. You'd upload it. You'd type your question. By the time you get your answer, your blood pressure is through the roof. Here's the Claude way. You open up Claude. You see the little screenshot button right there in the chat. You tap it. It grabs your screen. It drops it right into the conversation. You type your question. Done. 1 step instead of 6. Here's the prompt I'd use with that one. And again, it'll be in the show notes. I just took a screenshot of an error message on my phone. I don't understand what it means. Explain it to me as if I'm a 5th grader. This is something, do I need to worry about it? And walk me through how to fix it step by step. Assume I know nothing. Do not skip steps. Tell me exactly where to tap. That last part is magic. Assume I know nothing. Do not skip steps. Because that's where every tech tutorial fails you. They skip a step thinking it's obvious and that it's exactly the step you're stuck on. Claude sees your exact screen, your exact error, and it walks you through every single tap, every single menu, every single button. No guessing. No, your screen might look different. It is looking at your screen. If you're a business owner, this works for things like ManyChat, where you might not know how to use it, but it will teach you step by step by step by step. It is invaluable and it will save you hundreds of dollars on hiring an expert. And if the first of the steps doesn't fix it, you take another screenshot and you say, I'm lost. Where do I go? I do this all the time. All right, scenario 3, the mechanic estimate. This is the one that saves you real money. You got a text or an email from your mechanic with a repair estimate. It's often full of terms that you don't understand and a number at the bottom that makes your stomach drop. Open up Claude on your phone. The estimate's right there in your email or text. Hit that screenshot button. Boom, it's in the chat. Now type this. I just got this repair estimate for my mechanic. I drive a 2019 Honda CR-V. Break down every line item for me in plain English. Tell me what each repair actually is, whether it's urgent or I can wait, whether the price they're quoting is in normal range. Flag anything that looks overpriced or unnecessary. I want to walk back into this shop knowing what to push back on. Booyah. I could end this episode right there because that was incredible value. But we're going to keep going. So now you're not just nodding your head at the counter. You're walking back in saying, I understand the brake pads need to be replaced, but your price for the cabin air filter seems high. Can you explain that? And you sound like someone who knows what they're talking about because you do. AI just briefed you in 2 minutes. I've seen people save hundreds of dollars doing this, hundreds, because they finally understood what they were being charged for and could push back on the things that did not add up. They couldn't be like snake oil bamboozled, talked out of it, okay? All right, quick pause. If you're a business owner watching this and thinking, if AI can decode a mechanic's estimate, could it decode a vendor contract, a confusing software error in my business, an insurance policy I've been meaning to read for 2 years? Yeah, it absolutely can. And what I'm offering is a free 30-minute session just to talk to you about this because I get so excited and I want to help you. All you got to do is go to bellavasta.com/30 and grab a spot. All right, one more scenario I want to tell you about really quick. This is scenario 4, okay? Hands busy, help me now. This is one of the moments where you can't type because your hands are full. You're standing in front of your router with cables everywhere. You're looking under the hood of your car. You're holding a screaming toddler trying to figure out why the washing machine is flashing an error code. Open ChatGPT, tap the voice button and just talk to it. Just talk like you're talking to me, okay? Hey, my washing machine is flashing an error code that says E4. It's a Samsung front loader, about 3 years old. What does E4 mean and what should I try first? Talk to me like I've never fixed anything in my life. And it talks back out loud, step by step. First, turn off the machine and unplug it. Wait 30 seconds. Now look at the bottom left corner. There should be a small panel. Open it. You're following along in real time with your hands free. No scrolling, no reading, no squinting at your phone while the water's pooling on the floor. You have a patient, judge-free expert in your pocket you can just talk to. Like you're having a conversation, two-way conversation. It's not reading to you. It's having a conversation with you. That is not the future. It's right now. It's literally in your pocket. And here's a bonus tip. Here's your cheat sheet for knowing which tool to grab. If you need to show it something physical, something out in the real world, a dashboard light, a weird stain, a product label, a crack in your wall, open ChatGPT and use the camera and take a photo and ask. If you need to show it something on your screen, an error message or a confusing setting page or a repair estimate email, a weird notification, open Claude and use this screenshot button. One tap, no extra steps. You can also use Gemini on camera mode. My child uses it to help her win her PS5 games. If your hands are full and you just need to talk, open ChatGPT and use voice mode. Just say what's happening and let it guide you. Knowing which tool to grab for which moment is what makes you fast. That's AI literacy. That's what this whole entire show is about. So here's what we covered today. 1, use ChatGPT with a photo to decode a mystery dashboard light and get a cost estimate before going to the mechanic. 2, use Claude one-tap screenshot feature to troubleshoot errors step by step without a screenshot, save, and upload runaround. 3, screenshot the mechanic's repair estimate to Claude and decode every line so you can push back on anything that does not add up. And 4, use ChatGPT voice mode for hands-free troubleshooting in your hands. Now you do. Here's your homework. Next time something breaks, beeps, blinks, or do not Google it, do not call anyone, grab your phone and start talking to AI. And if you're a business owner and you want to see how AI can transform your operations, go to bellavasta.com/30 for a complimentary consultation and we can chat about what problems you have. Share this episode with a person who calls you every time their printer stops working. You know exactly who they are. They're all in your contacts right now. I would love it if you would subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode. We'll be back again next time. This is Bella Vasta, and this is AI for the Busy Human. I'll see you next time.